Hello, and welcome to today's video. I'm your host, Nightmarish, and today we're on the topic of the horrible treatment and disrespect of art and artists. Art is a skill. It's something that can be learned. It's time-consuming and can be draining. Artists put a lot of emotion and time into the art they make. Art is often used as a way to express one's self, experiences, fears, goals, and dreams. Art isn't as simple as painting and drawing. It can be anything, even life itself. Art has been around for a long time, like a really long time, and it's taken many different forms. The most recognized and often studied in university is the visual arts or fine arts, dance, drama, and music, or the performance arts. But today, we're going to focus on visual arts, digital art, animation, and artists who post on social media and do commissions. It took a long time for art to become respected in society as a whole, to be seen as something profitable, to be seen as a paying job. Because of the various stigmas and stereotypes surrounding art, it is very difficult to make it in, as you have to follow the trend in art styles, what was on demand, and so on. When photography became mainstream, people thought, why wait hours or even days for a portrait when you can just take a picture? A view many hold to this day. Art was scarce and expensive. Many people didn't want to quote-unquote waste money on it because they believed that art wasn't a profitable job, but rather a very expensive hobby. With the rise of animation and digital art, an influx of talent emerged. Art as entertainment was getting more and more popular, but with the low salaries and wages animators received, they struggled to make a living. And digital art, though widely used today, was considered lazy, cheap, and at some point, it wasn't even considered as an art form at all. With the rise of social media and the influx of information, more artists and animators were given a platform to speak, share their art, and earn a living with commissions and donations. Artists of different levels are able to gain a following, but this of course came with its problems, such as the nasty comments artists would receive, the demanding algorithm leading to burnout, and the risks of posting online. The belief that art is easy and isn't a job continues to persist through art. Though art has come a long way, many still harass and belittle artists, made easier because of the fact that people can hide behind a screen and a username, and posting on social media and doing commissions doesn't always pay the artist well. They can get scammed, get cancelled, or fade into irrelevance as a result of the ever-changing algorithm. There are many great ways for artists to earn money. Yes, but not all of these ways are sustainable for every artist, and not every artist has access to them. Like, for example, someone who wants to do commissions or suggest commissions as a way to earn money, has a bank account, has an audience that is actually willing to pay them, while there's someone who wants to do commission but doesn't have the bank account, doesn't have access to the same resources or the same knowledge the other artist has. Making merch isn't cheap, and some people simply do not want to pay for some things, especially if those things don't have a name to it. You should be able to grow an audience and get a stable following that is willing and has been supporting you as an artist. With the rise of AI, so many artists are at risk of losing their jobs. Some have already lost their jobs, getting their art stolen to generate images faster than 10 artists combined, all without the artist's consent or even knowledge. And the worst part of it is the fact that it can animate these images, showing the technological advancements artists are currently faced with. As a result of AI, Artists' works are being accused of being an AI and having to prove somehow that the art isn't AI through some elaborate system. And even after all that proof shown, people still claim that it's AI. And yeah, I know there are an influx of people using AI generated images and claim that they are an artist, and this further builds skepticism and a distrust between audiences and artists. Because honestly, who wants to find out that they've been supporting AI generated images the whole time? That's not a nice feeling. And at the flip side, it's not a nice feeling to be accused that something you've worked hard at is AI or is stolen. Something that honestly makes me mad is when these AI generated images are used to do commissions. Like, people would rather pay for an AI generated image rather than paying hardworking artists who put time and effort into their craft. It honestly says a lot about society, as people will prioritize cheap, easy, accessible things rather than quality. Don't get me wrong, art is a luxury. Artists should not be made to lower their commission prices to make you free art just because you can't afford it. Again, art is a luxury, it is not a need, it is not a necessity, and if you are able to support an artist, why not do so? It's not a luxury many people can afford, and I understand why they would resort to using AI generated images, but again, it says a lot about the society we live in and how things aren't accessible or were never accessible. And don't bully artists over their commission prices. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. It is as simple as that. Do not start bullying and harassing an artist simply because you don't like what they're doing. Mind your own beeswax. If you don't want to help, don't do nothing. Art is a skill that takes time and energy. Just like every human being, we need money to survive. So be a decent and respectful person. And since this is the end of the video, I would like to encourage my fellow artists not to give up, because there is always a way. And now more than ever, we are able to connect with one another in a way that people in the Renaissance or in the Greek era couldn't. We should be able to use this information to our advantage. We should be able to come up with innovative ways to actually combat these situations, because art is going to continue to live on. So yeah, this is the end of the video. If you made it this far, why not comment me down this emoji, this one specifically on screen, and you know what, while you're down there commenting me that beautiful emoji, why not leave me a like, and you know what, subscribing doesn't hurt either. And to keep it positive, why not comment down some of the things you as an artist has done to combat these things, such as AI and earning money as an artist. Go into as much detail as you want. I have time to read those comments, and in fact, I love reading your comments, because I don't know if you know this, right? I really don't know if you know this, but I read all your comments like a creep. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.